Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today, especially my new viewers and new subscribers. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel has truly been amazing. I'll never take that for granted. Good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. I'm here in Center Mall. It's about 6:30 a.m. in the morning, Tuesday morning. And I chose for my subject today, having a love child in the Philippines. Know your rights. And before you start jumping on me and say, oh, I'm not going to have any children over there, it's not my intentions. Well, it wasn't my intentions either, really. But it happens. But there's a few things that I want to talk to you about first that's even more important if that's what your intentions are, is not to have a child. First of all, see, as foreign men, for some reason, not only do we trust Filipinos with our money, but we trust them with our lives. So, before you come over here and stick your teeny weeny inside the honey pot, the nappy dugout, the beef curtains, the softest place on earth, whatever you want to call it, you need to protect yourself. And there's two things you can do, guys. It's real simple. The first thing is, take the young lady to the doctor. You and her go get a checkup. And if you don't have the backbone to do that, if you want to be wimpy like on Popeye, and you're so afraid, and you don't want to get the exam done, because you can't look at a woman and tell if she's 1 or 2 or 3 months, 3 weeks pregnant. See, there's a bigger scam that we never even talk about that happens all over the world to men, that the baby isn't your scam. Then you take care of the baby for 18 years thinking it's your baby, because none of you are going to pay for a DNA test. See, so do that. And if you're scared to do that, then do this: spend 50 pesos on a pregnancy test and have her take it before you lay down with her, not after, guys. See, because I tell you, we throw out the common sense. A lot of my viewers, man, I'm gonna tell you, they're college educated. Some of them are even college professors, college administrators, retired from the military. They own their own businesses. They're successful in their country. But when they come over here, they get stupid as hell. They don't do that kind of stuff. We don't protect ourselves. So do that first, okay? Now, once the child is born, illegitimate child, meaning a child born out of wedlock, because she's probably going to have the baby before you even marry her, even if that's your intentions, because of the visa process and how long it takes. So the baby's going to be illegitimate. They call it a bastard, they call it a love child, whatever it is. You want to be on top of that. The first thing you want to do is you want to sign that birth certificate. You want to acknowledge and recognize that child for the present and the future. Not only to protect you, but to protect the child. Because over here, an illegitimate child has rights, and you have rights. Child support is the responsibility of both parents, all right, especially out of wedlock. But the woman over here has parental authority over the child. Now, does that mean that you can't see the child? No, you have visitation rights. You even can have temporary custody of the child. But let me give you the boots on the ground experience, information. They're not going to want to do that over here if the relationship goes south. See, I've got a son in Cebu right now. See, over here, the custom is this: when you split up, they slam the door completely. They don't want anything to do with you. Don't bother the family, don't bother the child. They just want to get you completely out of their life, completely. And see, with me, I wasn't going, that's not my custom where I come from. See, I'm going to have a part in my son's life. It's one of the reasons I'm here, man. I need to raise my children. My children are unique over here, all right? They're different. They're going to have a whole lot of questions that only I can answer. See, now can I go to court and fight that? Because basically what she's done is given custody over to her mother, his grandmother. He's been living with her ever since. Now she's over in America, living her best life. All you gotta do is go on Facebook, see. But because my son is happy, I'm telling you, man, he's really, really happy. He loves it over here. I'm not going to interfere with it, but I am a part of his life. I pay child support, and it's my child support, not court ordered, every single month. Just sent it off yesterday. I go to see him. I'm only 2 hours from him. He lives in Cebu, which is about, once I take the fast cat over to Cebu, the island of Cebu, Toledo, then I'm about an hour from his house. And see, here's another thing that she tried to do. She didn't teach him English on purpose so that me and him couldn't communicate. But see, my son is so outstanding, and I'm not saying that because he's my son. He's at the top of his class. Every time I go to his school, his teachers, they just talk about how bright he is, how intelligent he is. He learned English, and now we talk. I'm his idol. But see, that's one thing you want to do. Acknowledge, recognize the child, because it's going to help you when you go to do the CRBA. It's one of the things they ask for, one of the first proofs that they ask for. Because that's one thing you're going to definitely want to do for your child if you're not from the Philippines. Give him his birthright, him or her the birthright. It's that citizenship of your country. Then let them, as they get older, to decide. See, my son's 10, he's a U.S. citizen. If he wants to live here or if he wants to live in America, give them some options. But first thing you want to do is acknowledge and recognize that child, because now the child is eligible for any inheritance that they've got coming, whether you're married or not. But that has to be in writing, guys. See, as an insurance agent, I know how important that is. It only takes 5 minutes to do that. Most of us don't even have a whole lot, but we can sit down with a lawyer. It doesn't cost that much. And have a will made out. You know, what you want, your last will and testament. You know, if you don't have any rights, you think you don't have any rights alive, well, you certainly want to have some rights when you die. And that's what that does. That gives you some rights. But child support is just something that you and her are going to have to agree on, because it's the responsibility of both parents, even though you're not married. See, and I give my son anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 pesos a month. That's a lot of money over here, and I know he doesn't get it. And then the mother probably sends another 5 or 10. They haven't worked since I started coming around. See, that's another reason why she didn't take him over there. Not only does she want to live her best life, but he's the golden goose over here. If he moves to America, then I quit sending money to the family, see? But know your rights over here, guys. Acknowledge the child. Do the CRBA. Be responsible. Go to the doctor. Okay, stop putting your life in the hands of strangers. It's one thing to put your fortune in your bank account, but don't put your life in the hands of a stranger. Be careful who you have children with. See, that's another thing. Me and a guy, one of my subscribers, was talking about it. See, this is the thing about taking your time, getting to know women. Know who it is that you're having children by, that you're mixing your genes with. Because this is his words. He said, man, if I could do it all over again, he said, I probably would have married an African woman. It would have made my genes stronger. That's what he said. I didn't say that. That's what he said. But his point was, when you have children with somebody, they're 50% mother and 50% the father, and, later on, man, you can regret your choices. See? So this is just something I wanted to talk about today, man, because it's very, very important, man. Guys say, oh, I'm not going to have any children when I get over here. It's not my intention. Well, it's nobody's intention. But you're going to lay down with somebody when you get over here. Just be responsible about it. Because now I'm dealing with a case. Now I'm trying to help Gail find her father. We've done everything we can do, man. We've found him. We've proven he's the father. He still don't want to cooperate. See? So we took it another step. We gave the information to Gail. We just said, look, Gail, you contact him. You write him a letter every single week. Because there's far too many cases like that over here, guys. I'm not preaching to you. I'm just telling you the facts. This is boots on the ground facts. So many illegitimate children over here who have been left over here, just thrown in the trash, in the garbage. The father doesn't want anything to do with him. He won't take him. Costs very little to get a CRBA. Costs very little, you know. Just get on the plane, come over here and sign the birth certificate, give the child some options, man. But yeah, I'm dealing with that now, man. It hurts me inside because I've got daughters, man. I see Gail. I see how brilliant Gail is. She deserves that, man. But you know, you got guys like that, and there's gonna be other guys like him coming behind him. But I just want to warn you, man, you know, don't do it. You know, that's being as selfish as you could possibly be. Come over here, have a child, then leave, and leave the woman and the child to make it on their own. It's hard enough to make it over here by themselves. Then you saddle the young lady with a child, and then you don't want to take care of it. You don't want to acknowledge it. Oh, it's not mine. She was sleeping with somebody else. You know all the excuses we make, guys. Come on. So if you're going to have a love child over here, man, at least step up and be Popeye in this situation. Don't be wimpy, man. You know, I'm so thankful, man, that I was able to, you know who my father was. They separated. My mother and father never got a divorce. They separated when I was 6. But I knew where my father was at any time. I stayed around my father. Every summer, I lived with him, you know. And it's basically the case, guys. So let's do the right thing. So before you even get yourself in that situation, because a lot of us, you know, we put ourselves in the situation. Get the exam. And if you can't do that, if you're going to be wimpy and you won't be Popeye, spend 50 pesos on the pregnancy test. Before, guys, not after. Does that make sense? Okay? Because the biggest scam in the world that we never talk about is, it's not your child scam. You raised the child for 18 years and it's not yours. It's some other guy's. See? So thank you for stopping by today. I really, really appreciate it. I've got a video coming up in the morning, which will be Wednesday morning, the update on Rick and Violet and how they've settled in. And I want to thank everybody who got involved with that. Rick is a new man. I'm going to tell you this now. And when you see him, you're going to know. When we purchased that pedicab for him, he went to work the very next day. He's not the same, and you're going to see it in his eyes. I promise you that. I had the video made, but I had a low back, and it ran down, man. But I'm going to bring you that, and you're going to be real, real happy with this. But if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, I hope you help somebody. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's real, real early. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. See, I'm sweating already. I got my new shades, man. I bought some. That's why I kept them on, because I didn't want anybody to steal these like they did the last time over there. And it's my fault. I'm not blaming anybody. I should have been watching. There's millions and millions of people over here who need our help. There's no excuse that you shouldn't intentionally go out and find somebody to help today. I don't care if it's a Filipino, I don't care if it's a foreigner. If they need our help, man, we should help them. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. See you next time.